Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Juice Made TV, and we have something quick to talk about. So guys, oh man. So guys, in one of my previous videos, I talked about 8 players that BALLISLIFE and all these other basketball media outlets hyped up that just ended up being trash or just did not make it into the NBA. I mean, I got some mixed reviews about it all in the comments, and I found it funny that we all felt the same way about Julian Newman. I mean, guys, Julian Newman's dad did this to him, but no hate to Julian, but every single game that he plays and just every defender that he plays, they just want to tear this man apart. But since a lot of people enjoyed that video, what I wanted to do today is just make a part 2 to that video, because there are a whole lot more players that these media outlets hypes up that just aren't good in my opinion. So what we're going to do today is just look at 5 more players that BALLISLIFE and all these other basketball media outlets hypes up that just ended up being trash. So make sure you stick around the end, because this is going to be an action-packed video. And also, before we get started guys, please comment below, who do you guys feel like should be on this list? And if you just agree with mine, or if I should just make a part 3 guys, I reply to 100% of the comments, and I just love having basketball conversations whether we see eye to eye or not. And very quickly guys, please leave a like guys, it definitely helps me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel guys, please subscribe. It takes about 1.2 seconds, so just go ahead and tap it guys. It's just gonna help me out and it's gonna help you out as well. But enough about that, let's get straight into this video. So boom guys, let's go ahead and get straight into this video and just talk about the first player on this list. So let's start off by talking about Liangelo Ball. So guys, as we know, Liangelo was the 3rd brother to complete the trio of the Ball family. Both his brothers Lonzo and LaMelo Ball have accumulated so many fans and hype all around the world and are both potentially going to play in the NBA. But guys, you see, Liangelo, it's a completely different story. Jello has always been the one that just has been left out of the spotlight and just never got the opportunity to play in the NBA. In high school, Liangelo was known for putting the ball in the hole. This man scored, I think, like 72 points in one game and had multiple 50 or 60 point games, guys. It was pretty crazy, but his play style was just weird, and he just played like a big man but was only about like 6'4 or 6'5. It was just the competition that they were playing against. They weren't top level players that would just force him to put the ball on the floor. And Liangelo was literally only a shooter, guys. That is the only great thing that he can do on the floor. And that is the main reason why I think that he just hasn't got the opportunity to play at the next level, because he is a point guard's height but cannot play that position. Guys, I've seen many people compare him to Klay Thompson and JJ Redick, but guys, please, let's stop the hoopla guys. Like, have you guys seen Liangelo play or tried out for these NBA teams, guys? Like, this man was missing like every single 3 guys in the tryout, and it was honestly embarrassing and cringy to watch. Everything he earned from the UCLA scholarship, the record label he just recently got, his spot overseas, it's just because he is affiliated with his 2 brothers, guys. I mean guys, no hate guys, I honestly feel bad for the kid, man. I wonder if he will ever end up going to the NBA to fulfill LeVar's prophecy, but hey man, it's life, you just never know. So boom guys, the next player that we are going to talk about is Damon Hart. I know y'all remember Damon Hart, guys. He was like the #1 6th grader in the nation, and he had a whole mixtape. I know y'all remember this guy, but guys, like, come on, isn't it crazy to you guys that the fact that they already hype up players that are only 9 years old and they're in 6th grade? Like, what sense does that make? Like, does all the pressure on a kid that age, like, is it worth it? Because at the age, you just never know how tall these players are going to end up once they reach high school. You don't know their stature, you don't know their weight. All this needs to be taken into consideration, and that is why I think that these basketball media outlets should start ranking players once they reach the 9th or 10th grade. Damon Hart only ended up being, I believe, 5'9 or 5'10, and he struggled to find his footing in college so far. He finished high school being unranked and a 3-star prospect. And since then, he went to a prep school for a year, and now he is enrolled at North Plate Community College. I don't know how to say it, guys, but that's just so crazy to me, guys. Like, when I was younger, I really thought this man was going to end up being like the next Allen Iverson or something, but who knows, guys. He might end up turning it around, and I'm praying that his career pans out like how we planned. So boom, guys, next on this list is Mickey Mitchell, guys. Like I said, I know y'all remember this guy. He was that 6'7" white boy that was just the king of no look passes, as they say. Not gonna lie, guys, his Ball is Life mixtape to me is for sure top 10. Like, the soundtrack on that is crazy. But guys, if you haven't seen that mixtape, please make sure you go check it out. But yeah, Mickey had a fun high school career and went to play at Ohio State. He was supposed to go there and just change the program and become one of the best guards in the entire country. I mean, he had the size, being 6'7", but his game just didn't translate. I mean, to be honest, guys, I kind of knew that it wasn't going to translate. I mean, the guy had no jump shot, so it'd be hard for him in his game to just translate, especially on the college level. They would force him to shoot the ball, and I believe his college career at the moment is over. And throughout his entire college career, guys, he only averaged 3 points a game, guys. Man, that's tough. But great player, but it's just another player that Ball is Life hyped up. It's just his career just didn't pan out. So boom, guys, the next player that we are going to talk about is Marcus Lavet Jr. This man had an infamous mixtape, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch his mixtape and then want to go back in the backyard and try to replicate his cool crossovers. But Marcus Lavet, he had an insane high school career. He was all over the media outlets as well. He was crossing up every single human being known to man and saying, he can't guard me, guys. And then he ended up playing at St. John's University, and honestly, guys, to me, he played relatively well at St. John's, averaging about 15 points a game on great shooting percentages. He did end up only playing there for about 2 years and declared for the NBA draft. Unfortunately, guys, he did not get drafted, and he ended up going to play overseas. From what I've seen and saw so far, he is playing great, but it always can be better. I know everybody at the time really thought this guy was going to play in the NBA and he was going to be a top pick, but just like everybody else on this list, things just went left and things just did not pan out. Hopefully he continues to grind and he can potentially reach the NBA one day. And boom, guys, the last player that we are going to talk about today is Trevor Dunbar. Now, I know we all remember Trevor Dunbar, guys. Short, crazy fast dribbler who could just give lots of people buckets on any given day. He was actually featured on one of my favorite basketball series of all time, 10,000 Hours, so don't think I'm hating on the kid, guys. But yeah, Trevor Dunbar had an amazing high school career, guys. He was pretty much the leader of the movement Shift Team. It was the Jelly Fam before Jelly Fam. Man, guys, I honestly missed that basketball era, guys. Like, they had many flashy players and talents that were actually good despite being their height. And to me, Trevor Dunbar was one of those players. But yeah, throughout high school, Trevor played in many hoop leagues and Ball is Life All-American games and all that, guys. He ended up hooping at Washington State, but things just went left once he went there, guys. He only averaged about 0.8 points a game, and that's when things began to go left, guys. Right now, he doesn't even play or hoop, or he doesn't hoop or play basketball, guys. He is all about peace and just finding yourself within. I know you guys know The Chosen one of the best basketball YouTubers out there. He actually made an in-depth video about what happened to his career, and I definitely feel like you guys should check that one out. So make sure you go watch that one after this. But yeah, guys, I'm praying for Trevor Dunbar and I wish the best for him and his team, guys. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. These are just 5 more players that Ball is Life and all these other media outlets hyped up that just ended up not going to the league, or their just careers just didn't pan out just how everybody expected them to. I'm not calling none of these players trash, guys, because I respect each and every one of their game, and that word might not be the best word choice, but y'all know what I mean when I call somebody trash, guys. All these players, they gave us amazing mixtapes, and they're all high school mixtape legends, guys, and they're great people in general. So don't think that I'm hating on any of these guys. Just trust me, guys. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, guys, and if you love basketball and if you want to have a basketball conversation, guys, just leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel and turn post notifications on, guys. I'm about to be posting more and more and more, so you don't want to miss that, guys. And with that being said, it's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.